All right, so here's 12. Let me slide that over. All right, any ideas, Lindsay, what to multiply by? Or what are your thoughts? What'd you say? 3. Top or bottom?
Top.
Okay, so if this is a negative 9, to make that a positive 9, you would multiply the bottom one. Bottom one by 3. Now, I can get away with just multiplying 1. So I can multiply the bottom one by 3. That's going to say 10x minus 9y equals 46. Okay, 3 times negative 2 is negative 6x. 3 times 3 is plus 9y. And 3 times 10 is 30. Make sure you multiply that last number. Okay, you can put that 3 on both sides to multiply.
I had a 3. Like I multiplied the negative 9 by 3. Like, can we do that? Like, it's more work, but like.
And then what'd you multiply the bottom one by?
9.
9. Yes, you can do that. Like you said, it's more work, but did you get the right answer?
Yeah.
That's all that matters. So she did. She said, "All right, I'm gonna do 3 on top, 9 on bottom. That'll work." Okay, that'll work. You can always pick. You can do 10 on bottom, 2 on top. Will it be the quickest way? Maybe, maybe not.
Okay. Did anybody multiply the bottom one by 5? Cancel the x's?
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, because that'll work too. Those are both probably the quickest routes, either 3 or 5. So I get 10x minus 6x is 4x equals, what is that, 76? So I get 4x equals 76 divided by 4. I think that's where we get x equals 19 for 12. Okay. So we don't get like nice little numbers. Like a lot of times you get like, 2 comma 3 or 3 negative 4. We get some bigger numbers, but that's fine. It works. Now 10x minus 9y equals 46. What do we say x equals? 19. So I get 10 times 19, which is 190. Subtract 190. Let's see, negative 9y equals, what's that going to be, 144? Divide by negative 9. Y equals 16, positive 16. So 1916. Okay. All right. We do have our quiz tomorrow. We're going to do a review today. We're going to review same number of questions, same types of questions. Okay. So that's going to kind of be our goal today. So we're going to pass this out and kind of go through this. There is one graphing problem on there that you will have to do. You're welcome.
You just made me wait. No. Oh yeah, I know.
If I was gonna say what is that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'll do it in a second.
Go There's 16 more days. I was confused.
If one of them, if they're already a positive and a negative, you can multiply by 2 positives. Abby?
There's only
All right, so when you're looking at this here, directions play a key role. Make sure you answer it. It says, tell whether the ordered pair negative 2, 5 is a solution for the system. Okay, do not solve it, which means you're not actually going to go through the process of solving. You're just testing it to see whether it's a solution. Got to show your work. Really, well, wait, what's it telling me to do? Do we know what to do? Plug it in. Plug it in. Okay.
Commercial?
Yeah, with Glade plugins. So I'm going to start with 2x plus y equals 1. And you got to show this. So when I plug in -2, it doesn't hurt to draw that line down the equal sign. I'm not going to require it, but it doesn't hurt because we're going to do this two separate pieces. So replace x with -2, y with 5. And I'm not going to move anything left or right. I'm just going to work on each side, see if I get the same thing on each side. 2 times -2 is -4. -4 plus 5 is +1. So if I match up here with what's on the right, that means it works for that one. So it's a possible answer. It's not an official answer until what? Until it works for the bottom one. It's got to work for both of them. It works for one of them. Okay. And so now I got to test it with the other one. So I got 3x minus 3y equals -21. Replace x with -2. Replace y with 5. Now watch you don't make just a careless arithmetic there. Multiply that. What are we going to have underneath there? Okay, we're just going to keep working straight down. What is 3 times?
-6.
Then what?
-15.
Yep, -15. And -6 minus 15 should give me -21. Now, lastly, we got to answer the question, is this a solution to the system? Works for both of them? Yep. So -2, 5. Oh, that's good. That's a bad 5. It's like a 6. -2, 5 is a solution. Okay, don't solve it. Don't do substitution. Don't do elimination. Don't try to graph it. Nothing. You just test it. Tell me whether it works or not. Okay. You will have one question. This is not a Desmos question. I got to see you actually graph it. Okay. So you're going to have to graph it on there. And what are we looking for? Where the two lines do what? Meet. Where two lines meet. That's my answer. Okay. So there's 3 ways to solve these. Graphing, which we're going to do the least, but you still need to know how to do it. Substitution and elimination. All right. So for graphing, y equals 2x minus 6. Remember, or you tell me, what's my slope? What's my y-intercept? Ellie?
The slope is 2r2/1, and then the b.
Yep, the b.
-6.
Yep, my y-intercept. And I'm going to write it as 0, -6. Since it is a positive slope, it will go uphill from left to right. All right, I'm going to graph it. So I'm going to graph it. Go, and now remember when you graph it here, remember where you start at. Addie, you remember where to start?
At 0, 6 or 0, -6.
You start at 0, -6. The y on the y-axis. Don't put it on the x-axis. Make sure you put it on the y-axis. 0, -6. And you got to be real careful here because you got to make sure that line is straight the whole way through on the y-axis. Because we want to know where they meet, and if you get off, it's going to be incorrect. So go up 2, 1, 2 over 1, up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1. And for one like this, I like to do as many as I can because, like I said, we're concerned where they hit. And then I'm going to go down 2 to the left 1. All right, use your protractor. Make it as straight. Connect it. I'm going to wait, make sure you guys are good. Yeah, we're not done.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
Okay. All right, so we're halfway there. Now we got to graph the other one. Oh, wait, I didn't graph this one yet. Hold on. Let me graph that one. Okay, so there's my graph. Y equals x minus 4. All right, just be careful here. What is my slope for this one? Okay, Zach. 1. And you can write that as 1 over 1. It's not a flat line. Flat line would be no x at all. B, my y-intercept is 0, negative 4. It is a positive slope. So again, this one's going uphill. So start at 0, negative 4. And I go up. Well, this is where you got to really watch because, like I said, if you're not careful, it's going to look like they hit the wrong spot. So I go up 1 over 1. It's close to the line, but it doesn't hit at a point. I go up 1 over 1. That's kind of the magic spot right there. But I'm going to keep graphing those points so that I can draw the line. You do have to draw the line. Do not just give me dots on there. I'm going to make this one the dotted one. Okay, they do hit. And the where they hit is your answer. What is that? 2, negative 2?
Yeah.
Okay. And just like you did for number 1, you can plug those in to see if they make sure they both work. Because if you somehow got off on your line, you could end up getting a false answer. All right.
He loves me.
He loves me. All right. Take a look at the third one. Now, on 2 of these, you do have no choice. You have to use the method it tells you to use. What method does this one tell you to use? Substitution. So you got to replace. You got to replace. Do we have a variable by itself? Yeah. So this is kind of already set up for substitution. So 3, and for substitution, when it tells me substitution, now this is me. I like to write them next to each other. Okay. If it's elimination, I like to write one on top of the other. Substitution, I like to write them next to each other. Y is by itself. Remember, that means you take that x minus 3 and you substitute it into the other equation. Okay, substitute the other equation, and now we will solve it after that. So I get, everything's the same. Okay, you take the y out. Let me see the best way. And where that y is, you've got to put in that x minus 3. Okay, everything else should be the same though. So I got 3x plus 2, and always put it in parentheses. Parentheses x minus 3 equals negative 6. And now what do we have to do? You got to distribute the what? 2. Distribute that 2 to the x minus 3. It becomes 3x plus 2x minus 6 equals negative 6. Okay, the 3x and the 2x are on the same side, Juan, aren't they? What's it going to give me? 5x. So don't do the opposite. Do 5x minus 6 equals negative 6. All right, now be careful here. We do add 6. That gives me 5x equals negative 6 plus 6 is 0. You can still divide by 5, and that gives me an answer. 0 divided by 5 is what? 0. It's the number 0. You can't have an answer of 0. You can't have an answer of 0. Now, what's y going to equal? Am I done? Nope. You got to take this. We already got y by itself. Y equals x minus 3. So it becomes 0 minus 3. So y equals negative 3. 0, negative 3. So it's okay to get 0 for an answer for one of your x's or y's. That'll happen. Okay, that'll happen. All right, you take a look at number 4. 4 is just like we did yesterday. Or it's an elimination one. So kind of see if you can come up with a mental plan.
So when we
like put the x minus 3.
Right.
Oh, never mind. I see it.
You good?
Yeah.
All right, so for number 4, all right, it says elimination. Elimination means you add those together to get rid of one of the variables. So you got to look at what you could do. And now here's where different people may take different paths and still be okay. Sometimes there might be a quicker one. Sometimes you can still get the right answer and make it a little bit longer. It's all right. You want, will anything add up to 0? No. How do you make something add up to 0? Alex, what do you think?
You times it by something to eliminate itself.
Okay, what do you have an idea what that something would be?
The 4y times 5 and then 5y times negative 4.
Okay, I'm gonna do. Hold on.
4.
Yeah.
Whoa. All right, I'm gonna do. We're gonna go through 2 cases here. Well, I'm not sure I'm doing both. But all right, what'd you say again?
The top by 5 and then the bottom by 4.
Don't write anything just yet. Will that work? What letter will that get rid of? What variable? Jeff?
The y.
Yes, because what's 5 times negative 4?
Negative 5.
And what's 4 times 5?
Y.
Okay, so I can make them both positive because you asked about that because one's negative, one's positive. Now I can also get rid of the x's by multiplying it by one number. What would that one number be?
Negative
3
3.
on the bottom. Because, whoops. That will give me a positive 3x. So if I multiply this by negative 3, that will work. Now I'm going to do it that way. If Alex, if you already started your way, go ahead. Keep going. But I'm going to start it this way because I'm only going to do one number or one equation. So now I get negative 3x minus 4y equals 3. When I multiply by negative 3, that makes that a positive 3x. So now one's negative, one's positive. Minus 15y equals negative 60. All right, finish that to get y if you did it this way. Now you should get a constant, though, no matter which way you do it. Let's do 1600. Let's do 2 or 5 or 6. We'll skip 7. Do 5, 6, and 8.
Okay, good, John.
Well, as far as we can do. Do that. Okay. All right, what do we end up with? Negative 19y equals negative 57. So y equals what? Negative 57 divided by. So y equals what? 3? Did it? All right, now we got to substitute and figure out what x is. So negative 3x minus 4y equals 3. Y is 3. And I get negative 3x minus 12 equals 3. Add 12. And I get negative 3x equals 15. Divide by negative 3. Looks like I get negative 5. So negative 5, 3. Yeah. Hey, when you're done, flip it on back. Actually, let's start with just do number 8 first. 8? Yeah. So this is the word problem. Let's do that. Make sure we get that one back. Okay. All right, flip it over to the back. Mr. Parker's going to start from there. To make sure we get through, we're going to start with number 8. Now, before that, you look at the directions. One more thing. Yep. For 5 through 7, it says use either substitution or elimination. It doesn't matter which one you use. Okay, we'll get to those. All right.
All right, guys, we have 2 situations here, right? We need to figure out how much the Skittles and the Kit Kat cost. What's Brian's situation? He bought three bags of what? Skittles, okay? And I hate using B or S as a variable. I'm just going to put a K for Skittles, okay? And then he bought 2 what? 2 Kit Kats. Since I use K there, I'll use a C there. Okay, that's $5.50. There's my one equation, right? Okay, Sherry. Sherry bought what? So this was Brian, right? What'd Sherry buy? We need to set up something like that. So 4 bags of Skittles. How many Kit Kats did she buy?
One.
Okay, so 1 Kit Kat. How much did that cost? $5.25. Okay, what do you guys think here? Do you want to do substitution or elimination? Either one would work. You want to substitute? You want to solve the bottom one for C and sub it in? Or do you want to do elimination? How many want to do substitution? That's a great. How many do you want to do elimination? All right, let's do elimination. Okay, what can I multiply one of these equations by instead of changing both of them to get rid of them?
You can do a -2 for Kit Kat.
Yeah, let's do that. Guys, let's multiply this by -2 down here. Good. Let's multiply that by -2. Okay. So are we messing with the top equation? No, just rewrite it. Mhm. Okay, what's -2 times 4, guys? -8. Okay, plus what's -2 times 1c? -2c. And that's why we did that, right? What's -2 times 5? 25. Negative what? -1050?
Yeah.
There we go. So my C's cancel out. That's what I wanted. Cancel out. Okay. What's 3 minus 8, guys? -5. Okay, what's 550 minus 1050? 5? -5. Good. What do I do now? Taryn, what do I do? Divide by what? Yep. What's -5 divided by -5? Maya? Where's your calculator? Where's your calculator? Should be out. -5 divided by -5 is 1. So what is, guys, what costs $1? Skittles. Skittles are $1. Skittles are $1. Okay? Now, we need to find the Kit Kat. Now, what am I going to plug in? 1 for what? Let's plug it in right here, right? So we have 4K plus C equals 525, my original equation. 1 equals, for my Skittle there. Okay, what do I do? What's 4 times 1? -4. What do I got? What's 525 minus $4? 125. What's 125?
The cost of
Kit Kat equals $1.25, and my Skittles were $1.
So this is one where you might not get nice answers because they're talking about prices.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you don't necessarily get 2 whole numbers. Griffin?
excuse me. Okay, so for that, like the Kit Kat part, since I already knew the Skittles, I just subtracted $3 out of 550 and then divided by the 2.
Well, that's essentially plugging it into the first equation.
Mm-hmm.
So, yep, that's
That
fine.
works.
That's fine. Let's see. Let's see what we can get done. What's this solving by? Is it any way we want to?
Yeah, any way you want to. And
Okay.
that one here, make that y on that one, number 7, make it 3x plus 5. Okay, I made it a little boo-boo. Make that 3x plus 5, or else if something happens we don't want to happen.
Guys, when it's set up like this, if we get to choose, what aren't we solved for y at the top? So what's it set up to do? What's the easiest thing to do? Substitution, guys. I agree 100%. Guys, take this 3x plus 5, put it right there in my second equation. Okay, my y's are gone right now. And there we go. What's negative 2 plus 3? Guys, look how easy that is. And then minus 5 from both sides. What's x equal? What's x equal? No.
No.
Oh, I apologize. That is negative 8. You're right. Oh, that was positive 8. You're right. Okay. So, with not too much work, we're halfway done. More than halfway done. Okay. Now, guys, take that y equals 3x plus 5. Yep. That's how I want to plug my negative 13 in. So what's it going to read on the right here? 3 times what? 3 times negative 13 plus 5. What's 3 times negative 13? Plus 5. Negative 34. Oh, there's Christmas colors for you guys too. Merry Christmas.
It's like my braces.
Thank you. Okay. Did you get Christmas braces?
Yeah.
Wow.
Running green.
All right, hey, we're gonna run out of time. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give you the answers to the last two, or to 5 and 6. Anybody that does the work and gets those answers correct, I'm gonna give you a +2 on the test. Okay, but you gotta have the work done. It's gotta be correct.
What's 5?
I'm just figuring it out.
Oh.
Let's see. Let's do 4 negative 6. Okay, number 5 is 4 negative 6. I'll tell you that now. You get that? You're good. And number 6, I gotta actually figure it out. Oh, run out of time. Well, I'm gonna leave that one up to you. I'll give you the first one. You get first. That's my Christmas gift. You show them both, you get +2. Of what? The extra copies? Yeah. Yeah, you got one. Here, I got it right here.
I will do it.
Here, go ahead.
I'm pretty sure everybody gave me one. I'm only giving you one.
Yeah, no. Well, did you do that one? I get credit.
That's kind of mid. With this corrected on.
Bye, Ralph. Oh my gosh.